accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, put the offense in a worse situation.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Slings it downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. A 1st down run in the red zone. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Moore will throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing on some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. On the run, it's Peoples. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. They feed him again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Looking for a deep man. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown Ducks! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Sayin. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence in the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the snap, it's Moore. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense...
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Moore to the air. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
Under fire. Working on the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance.
He's got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he will score! Touchdown, Oregon!
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets in small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
But how loud is it in this building? Minnesota. This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the grab outside. It's Smith. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Sayed. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Off the play fake on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Ohio State! They move on top here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gresham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 20. Here he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Moore will throw. And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the 2. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now they have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the third time today. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. These corners going to give them some space. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Firing to the right, complete. He's in there. Two-point conversion is good and pushes the lead to 5. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they have been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Bryant. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. To have any chance to pull this game out, they have to convert on 4th down here late in the 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Unloads it left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Sends it back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Off play action. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. To throw, it's Sayin. Zings it complete to the right. He's not gonna make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Benson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns here, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with